Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching episode 8 of season 2 of My Adventures with Superman. So while Lois, Jimmy, and Kara try to head onto Brainiac's ship to try and confront him directly, Brainiac attempts to essentially manipulate Superman into seeing his version of the various events that have happened in the series so far. He's basically searching through Clark Kent's memories to try and get him to join his side by saying that Lois and Jimmy never actually cared for him and that they actually were only pretending to like him. So yeah, Brainiac taking control of other heroes' minds, that's definitely something that's his entire MO in the comics, but it wasn't done in this way in most interpretations. I like the idea that he tries to manipulate people's memories and alter them to make them think things that didn't actually happen. Or failing that, he takes actual events that did happen and he makes them seem like they're only strengthening his arguments rather than just being exceptions to the rule, so to speak. He's like an anti-therapist in that sense, which honestly just makes his manipulations of people even more sinister, even though he's basically a robot in this version. Speaking of which, he does have a pretty short but decent fight with Kara when he reveals that when Kara refused to subjugate certain nations for him, he just took over her mind and did it himself. So, naturally, this doesn't make her happy at all. On top of that, Lois and Kara do have a bit of a hard time getting used to each other, considering that Lois still sees her as the one that kidnapped Clark, and she sees Lois as the girl in Clark's memories who keeps preventing him from seeing her perspective. But they were able to work things out, which, given all the other stuff that happens in the episode, I'm glad that misunderstanding and that difference of perspectives was mostly just kept long enough to the point where it gets everyone's point across. Because it's clear that the rest of the episode was building up to the ending where Brainiac completely takes over Superman's brain, basically becoming Super Brainiac, so to speak. And Lois also has been infected by one of his mind controlling devices, I think, which naturally makes for the obligatory all is lost moment, the or the moment where it looks like the bad guys already won. Which, in comparison to the version of that moment that we got in season 1, this one definitely feels way more dire. But that's mainly because the bad guys in the first season never had mind control to work with. I always think it's one of the best uses of a villainous power to make it really seem like there's no way for the heroes to make it out unless they have the mental fortitude to break out or they have someone else to help them. And given that the only ones left who can help everyone out includes Jimmy Olsen, Kara Zor-El, Monsieur Mala, and the Brain, it feels like it's a case where both of the series' main leads are in extremely dire straits. But that also shows me why I think this show's version of Brainiac is so effective. So we only have 2 episodes to go, so is Superman going to be able to break out, head back to Earth, and prove that Amanda Waller and Lex Luthor's plans are all for naught? We'll see. See you next time.